Together, they design and implement innovative civic projects that connect generations and cultures and have a lasting institutional and community impact.
I think the greatest contribution that Imagine Chicago can make is to expand the realm of the possible. And that will happen by designing and facilitating processes, especially which cross generations, in which people do begin to see themselves as being able to create the future in a positive way for themselves, for their communities, and for the cities. My sense is that as people develop connections that are life-giving to them, and as their own very particular and special contribution is valued, and their own civic imagination, which is considerable, is given a place to take root and make a difference in the lives of their own community, as all of those pieces get connected, I think it's possible to create a space in the city which is about the possible and which is about citizens of every level in the city being able to make a difference that changes the way the city thinks.
Imagine Chicago encourages individuals and organizations to focus constructively on their capacities and opportunities to make a difference as they understand what is, imagine what can be, and create what will be. Imagine Chicago work encompasses a variety of initiatives, but reflects three core processes. Each process focuses participants' efforts by asking constructive questions that draw out the best of the past and build on that foundation to design and create a more vital future. The core processes are dialogue across cultural, racial, and generational boundaries, curriculum development, frameworks and organizers to understand, imagine, and create projects that build community, network formation, to link individuals and organizations committed to developing a positive future for Chicago and its children.
I think the Future Search was a good example of bringing together the whole system around a task-focused agenda which could give people a different sense of what could happen. So when we're asking the question of youth development and scaling up our impact on Chicago's future, which is its kids, it is often the case in this city that the youth development people will talk to each other about that. The business leaders will talk to each other. The education people will talk to each other. The health agencies will talk to each other. And rarely does it happen that all of the different segments that really represent the infrastructure which holds kids' lives, rarely does it happen that they engage in a conversation across the system about what's necessary.
The further out we go, the more the potential of major change is there, so that just a little bit of change begun today can create huge differences within 15 years.
I love that in it.
Well, she said make a T-shirt, so I kind of made a T-shirt. It says one world, one home, only number one Chicago, one Chicago. And it said live to the fullness of life. And with that, I made a chart, a list, I should say. And it says the first one is better community togetherness. 2, easy flowing traffic. 3, no need for police protection. 4, no gang violence. 5, many jobs for the youth during the summer to keep kids active. And number 6, more people like the ones gathered to figure out or to come up with ideas for Chicago's future.
Oh, that's great.
Children are the future. The Chicago